Welcome back to the Rogue Wave podcast, the frequency for all things pop culture and the disruptors behind it. Catch our sister podcast, Button Smash, every Thursday, twitch.tv/We Are Rogue Matter. All right.
Do they plug us? Because
yes, they do.
They do?
They do.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, no, they
all right.
do.
That's fair then. That's fair then.
Not only that, we gave them a free episode.
I'm pretty sure you're lying to me.
No,
telling me that they do when they don't.
They run a commercial every they just like we do.
Commercial.
It's good stuff.
Right. Okay, fair enough.
All right. Season 2 of Mandalorian kicked into high gear. The much anticipated Chapter 13, The Jedi, directed by Dave Filoni. Finally dropped. There was, it's funny. They never confirmed Rosario Dawson was Ahsoka Tano until.
Oh wow! Did you just do that?
I did.
Did you just? Ooh, you're going on a lot of lists right now, man.
Yeah,
fans are sharpening sticks all over the internet.
Again,
man.
if we had fans, then I'd worry about it. But we're good.
They'll find you. They'll find
Ahsoka
you. You don't
Tano.
even need to be.
Ahsoka Tano.
You don't need to be celebrity. Yeah. Did you have to look that up?
Yeah. I also got away with a Bing, and you didn't even notice, so that's good.
I heard your Bing. I just didn't make a big deal out of it because I'm a better person than you. That's all.
So, her character is finally introduced, which we kind of knew was going to happen. And comes on the heels of Bo-Katan. So there was, a lot of. Again, the funny part for me with all this kind of stuff is not that I wasn't a fan of Clone Wars. I never watched it. I just never watched it. I never watched Rebels. I never watched any of the animated stuff, even though it's supposed to be amazing. And maybe I will start watching it.
Fake fan.
I am a geek. I don't profess to be anything except a geek about Star Wars. I'm not a nerd about Star Wars. Fan. There's a big difference. We define what nerd versus
your delineation between nerds and geeks, man. That's not canon. Like that's not
canon.
That hasn't been quantified.
I think we proved
that exists in your world.
Yeah.
That distinction between the two.
Okay.
So you can call yourself a geek all you want, which justifies you're not being a nerd, but you're just a fake fan. That's all.
Okay.
You're just a fake fan. I'm calling you
a fraud. Would you call me a fraud?
I wouldn't call you a fraud. I'm just saying you're a fake Star Wars fan. That is the extent of my criticism of you. I'm sure you're a great guy. You're a great dad. You're a wonderful human being. You're great.
When it comes to Star Wars, you're calling me a fraud. Look,
but I'm not calling you a fraud. I said you're a fake fan. That's not quite a fraud. You don't say you're a fan, so therefore you are not a fraud. If you if you kept trying to sell yourself as a fan, as a true fan, you would be a fraud. But you're not doing that, so you're not a fraud.
No,
you're a fake fan.
There are a bunch of Star Trek Klingon jokes I could add but I'm not going to.
Don't make a Klingon joke in the Star Wars segment.
That's the whole point. If you understand,
but you would be doing it on purpose. But
yes.
that's like playing with a little ball of plutonium. It seems like fun, but it's a bad idea.
That's like
even if you know you're doing wrong.
Fan, and they're like, "Look, yes. I hit a touchdown. I threw a home run."
Even I get that. See, you see that? I don't pretend to be a sports fan.
Dude, I was going to do that.
I don't pretend to be a sports fan. I'm a fake sports fan.
This, first of all, what was your reaction to this?
Speak
episode?
to me, fake fan.
What was your reaction being a true hardcore Star Wars nerd fan?
I was happy I think Rosario Dawson's
yes.
Shut up! Yes! Shut up! Why don't you shut up? Shut up, Dolce. Yes. I think Rosario Dawson's
it
Ahsoka. You want me to finish or what?
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. I think Rosario Dawson's Bo-Katan, Yoda, Bill Bixby, whatever. I think she presented really well. I was worried about that, and not because of Rosario Dawson. I'm just worried about translating a beloved cartoon character.
Can I almost say, and this is a credit to her.
Let me finish.
No, I will, but no. I'm just.
Shit is that?
I'm just adding. Bing. I'm just adding on top of what you said, though. I did not see Rosario Dawson at all. And this is a beautiful thing. This is one of those things where you sit there going wow, that is just this.
No,
character.
and the thing is, it was hard to see Ahsoka also.
Mm-hmm.
But it was easier to accept that this is a television. This is an older Ahsoka. She's in her 40s.
Yep.
This is huh?
Late 30s, I think, for Rosario. But go ahead.
No, 40s.
Oh yeah.
But the characters are in her 40s.
Oh, okay. I got you. Okay. Sorry.
Okay, she started at 14.
Okay.
And this is okay. So let's
fair,
do this right.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Anyway, so shut up. I don't understand. Anyway, so
she's 41 too. Nuts, man.
Oh my God! Am I going to be allowed to finish?
I guess so.
You douche. Stop talking, douche. Anyway, yeah, it was good. Now I'm not talking anymore. I don't want to play anymore.
No, look, you were saying.
Nope, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what you had to say.
To finally see the character, which was an older character, but you know,
it was cool. It was. I mean, look, a translation like that can be a disaster.
Yeah.
It could just not look right. It could just look terrible. The actress could have played it with no reverence for what came before.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was really good. She had her white lightsabers and she doled out some. I mean, look, towards the end of the Clone Wars series, Ahsoka was kind of not a joke, you know.
Right.
And then people, there's been scuttle on the internet about like why she's overpowered and why she's such an amazing fighter. I'm like, look, she was trained by Anakin Skywalker, with Obi-Wan Kenobi adjacent. You know, the girl knows it. The girl knows what she's doing. So there's that. So I thought it was good. I thought they did a good job. I'd like to see more. I'm happy about it. I would have liked if they had tried. I would have liked to see what would have happened if they let Ashley Eckstein, who is the voice of Ahsoka Tano in a cartoon, I would have liked to see what would have happened if they let her do the role. Mm-hmm. But I didn't mind it. I did not mind Rosario Dawson.
Yeah, I liked it too. I thought there was Then
you're a fake fan, so of course you're gonna.
There was some. Well, you know, I read the blogs. I understand. Like I keep up on the news.
Yeah. Keep my ear to the ground.
Yeah, exactly.
I read the trades, man. I read the trades.
So I do though. I do. No, I think there was a gravitas to the episode when she first appears in the very opening as well. To when she takes on the magistrate at the end, and there just was there's just a feeling like everything kind of got.
Who apparently was Bruce Lee's goddaughter.
Oh.
Yeah. I think.
Goddaughter or granddaughter?
No, I think goddaughter.
So not actually related to Bruce Lee.
No, but I mean, she came up in that.
So Bruce Lee a Jace.
Yes.
Is what you're saying. No, but there was a gravitas to the episode. I thought everything about it gave the show a certain level. Again, in a different way than the Spider episode.
Bruce Lee's goddaughter.
Okay. So Bruce Lee and Jace.
Yeah, Diana Lee Inosanto.
Very good. Didn't mess that one up.
Please go.
That I think that the rest of the season was kind of missing. The one thing I didn't like about it though was again by the end of it, it's just send him on his merry way.
Another
again.
Fetch quest.
And it's like, you might not come here, but now you can go here. And it's like, well, why didn't someone just send me to this, damn tree?
This is what I'm saying. Remember what I was saying earlier is that the goodwill is going to not even about what I'm going to say in the next segment, but but just cut that part out.
I can't cut anything out.
Yeah, you can. No, yeah, you totally can. Scratch that. My attitude about it is that the goodwill, what I was saying to you last week when we were talking about this, is that eventually if they don't up the stakes and start setting up a solid through line narrative and stop doing this, hit of the week, the goodwill is going to run out. And I've seen people complain about like I'm tired of the monster of the week. There's the new people, new kids, millennials and whatever. They're not geared for this kind of stuff.
They're true.
From week to week to week.
I also think the level of the quest for this season is one that can't be fulfilled, and they basically kind of answered it for me this episode. He succeeded in his quest, and now his quest has to continue because, well, we can't get rid of you now. We can't separate you and Baby Yoda. I mean, that's essentially what she was saying. She's essentially saying, no matter what.
You know what that was, though? That was the producers talking to them.
Yes.
you can't get rid of Baby Yoda.
Right.
Grogu. You can't get rid of little Grogu.
Right. Well, we'll get spoilers in case you haven't seen the episode. We'll get into the name calling in a minute. But
what are you watching us for if you haven't seen that episode? That's true, you're a moron if you're watching us without having seen it.
But this is the thing, though, right? Like, they basically, so this entire quest is going to be just null and void. It's going to be like, well, I mean, I guess the tree is basically saying you got to stick with me, and then it's like, well, then what the hell did I watch 6 episodes for? Except
there is a possibility that there will be a young Jedi. They will add a new young Jedi character to the roster of ongoing fans so that the Jedi can be training Grogu, spoiler, and we'll still get Mando, who's, doing whatever he's doing.
And that's
There's
the thing.
A possibility.
The Monster of the Week storyline can work if you kind of, what they used to do, they used to establish the rules. Like, this season's a little different than last season. Last season, they did kind of establish the rules a little bit. They established like, you're on the run. Okay. You're on the run. So anything can happen week to week. You're going to go to these different places, but you're going to these different places because you're on the run. And you're going to meet different people and experience different things. You're going to conquer a monster every week, and life is good. I think that's why season 1 worked. Season 2 started off with like, you're on a quest. Okay. We're on a quest.
The teaser gave us that. Right. The teaser set it up like long before the season even started. Right. Okay.
And right away we know this quest can't be fulfilled. Like, it can't be fulfilled. Right. So this is where they are treading dangerous territory. It's not, catastrophic levels. It's not like I'm not going to watch season 3, but to your point that you've made many times before and will make even in future episodes, it will come to a point where, all right, why am I watching this? Am I just basically watching this to just catch like a speeder, catch a stormtrooper, catch a, something from my fraudulent Star Wars past that I enjoyed, when I was a younger fan. Yeah. Because that's essentially what it is. It's a trip down memory lane.
It is. There's some cool stuff to it. Like I said last week about like watching speeder bikes, jump off a cliff and stuff like that. Stuff you don't see, stuff that's kind of meta where you can see, you see, BMX bikers and stunt bikes and stuff, but you could see them with speeder bikes jeans. What?
There was a guy in jeans in one of the shots.
Oh, stop talking about that. There's always, that guy is everywhere. There's a whole bunch of memes where they show that guy is like in almost every production. There's a guy in a blue shirt and jeans wandering around every production. But it doesn't matter. But you know what I'm saying? Like, and those moments are great moments that you look forward to. But ultimately, as with like Game of Thrones, this stuff can be easily discarded, like very quickly discarded as fluff. And nowadays, fans have an attitude of, why are you wasting my time? It's not like I'm not entertained by this, so I'm just going to watch something else. They're actually mad at the material for not living up to whatever their needs and expectations are.
Well, but think about it too. I mean, back when Star Wars first came out, I mean, you had three network channels. You didn't have cable.
Well,
cable came in. So
I know
the difference now.
But I'm saying
is that we have other options. You're not the hot chick anymore.
But I mean, here's what I'm saying. In a normal society, people would be like, this is not my cup of tea. I'll watch something else. But instead, that person who decides to watch something else will also take the time to rail against how terrible this thing is.
You're wasting my time. I could be busy complaining about something.
Yeah, I could have been whining about something else that I actually liked instead of whining about this. So I'm going to destroy your show for having wasted my time.
Perfect segue into our final minute on this.
That's what I do. I mean, I do perfect segues. That's
my tee it up and I knock it down. That's right. The naming of the child. So this episode revealed Grogu. It's a good name. Not a bad name.
It was about time because everyone was adamant that he wasn't Baby Yoda, but people were like, we're not going to keep calling him the child, so you do something about it. And instead of it was less schlocky than him actually mentioning his name, you know?
Yes.
So,
yes.
Groot
adjacent. Groot adjacent
in the name? A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah. Groot. Yeah. A little bit.
Yeah.
And I have my Baby Yoda and my Baby Groot on the shelf over there.
Yeah.
So holding
I gotta
hands.
say though,
They're
I'm gonna
hanging out.
stick with Baby Yoda. In fact, I polled folks on the Facebook page as
Dude,
well. Are you sticking with Baby Yoda? Or are you going to be naming? Are you going to be calling him by the other name? Baby Yoda forever, says Leisha Davis. Eli Zimmer.
It's not his name.
Eli Zimmer
You're
said,
dead naming him.
Kid.
Don't dead name. Don't dead name the child.
He says
you're dead naming him.
Kid. Carlos Martinez, Baby Yoda. Giovanna Kenny, Baby Yoda. LOL. New name was just so odd and made him seem older. Not
this. Well, he's 50 years old.
Not that 900 years old isn't old.
Anyway, this more showcases their inability to adjust to reality. That's what that is. And I mock our fans. I don't care. I mock them.
Now, David Rosenberg,
openly.
friend of the show, he says he's sticking with Grogu when he inevitably shows up in other Star Wars related media. A little older. Are we going to call him Kid Yoda or Teen Yoda? And I thought that is the name. That is the perfect name for a TV show.
These are great takes, guys.
What did you think? You're going to call them both? You're going to stick with it? What did you think of the episode? Comment in the Facebook feed. We will comment back. When we come back, we welcome writer Todd Black, host of Todd's Tidbits. Say that 5 times fast.
Or don't.
On to do a mini micro podcast within a podcast. We are just always breaking ground here when we come back.